What's up, boys? Here's another video working on the $300 cheap Jeep. This is it right after I got it running. It had a really bad misfire. It's not missing in this video, but you'll see it soon. I started out by checking out the big three, which is spark, air, and fuel. The compression checked out to be okay, so I checked all the spark plugs. They were due to be replaced, but not too bad. I tested the fuel pressure, and it was sitting right at 40 psi where it should be. This is it when it's cold. It seems to be running good, but you'll see in a second, after it gets warm is when it starts to actually misfire. How bad it's misfiring in this video, and trying to stall out. It was idling really poorly and really low, having a lot of issues. I decided to fix the OBD2 sensor at this point because I was working blind and didn't have any idea what the issue could be. So it was an easy fix, just a couple fuses missing. I replaced them and got the OBD2 back working. I'm gonna do it again. It's in neutral right now. Drive. Neutral. Reverse. Back to neutral. What is going on? So I started to notice that when I put the car in neutral that the idle would increase, and also that it seemed to be stuck in overdrive. It didn't have any power getting to the wheels. So I read the codes. I had a code for a shift solenoid, transfer case, or a transmission range sensor, and a torque converter. And that's when I noticed that there were wires cut from the TCM. So I repaired those wires, and it seemed to fix all the shifting issues. That's in drive. Neutral revs all the way up. As you can see right there, the idle was going all the way up to 2,000 RPM. That was with my foot not anywhere near the gas. This clip I left in so you could hear how bad the suspension sounded, all of that clattering in the back. It turns out that the wheels weren't even tightened down, and most of them only had 2 or 3 lugs. I guess I overlooked that when I decided to go for a test drive. So at this point, I was trying to fix the misfire. I noticed that there was a leak in the EVAP line, which I repaired. It was simple. The EVAP purge sensor, the TPS, and the O2 sensor were all throwing codes. So I replaced the EVAP purge sensor thinking that that was the issue, but I later on found out that it was just a fuse in the fuse panel under the dash. And I decided to unplug the O2 sensor to see if that fixed the misfire, which it did. I found a decent exhaust in the junkyard and bolted it on. So, we're driving back up there to the car now. I just picked up the throttle body assembly. I found out yesterday that the return spring wasn't returning all the way. And I went on carpart.com, and this was the closest place I could find. I've never been to this junkyard, but I didn't know it was going to be the whole throttle body assembly. So it came with OEM sensors too, which is a good thing. I'll test them with the voltmeter when I get I installed the new throttle body, and I also put on a new water pump and fan clutch because they seem to be going bad. Yeah, so pretty sure the water pump was bad. Alright, new water pump is on. It's got a set. I took the fan off the clutch, put it on the new clutch. Okay, so I got the new throttle body and everything on, and so when I was taking the old one off, I think I realized there's nothing wrong with the throttle body. It's that the cruise control cable is too tight. This is the new throttle body, but without the cruise control cable. It's sitting right where it needs to be. 730. It should be right at 800, but honestly, I'd rather it be at 730 than 1200 or 15 or 2000. So, the throttle valve wasn't closing all the way with that cruise control cable on it. It's sitting right at about the same numbers. It was at about 14.5. And it also hasn't heated up yet, so I'm gonna see if that makes any difference. But right now, I just did the alignment, and we're gonna take it for a test drive. So I fixed the shifter too. Reverse, neutral. I'm just watching to see if it goes up in neutral, which it doesn't seem like it is. Might want to close the door first, huh? Take it for a lap around the house first. The alignment feels better, for sure. It doesn't feel professional. The steering wheel doesn't return to straight very well, but it definitely feels better than what it was. There's a ticking noise now, but I'm pretty sure that is the what's it called? The EVAP purge canister valve, which wasn't working previously, and it like clicks when it activates. So I'm pretty sure that's all that is. Right now, so far everything is looking good. We're gonna take it out on the road. We're gonna see how it does. So, still pretty wobbly, but that's honestly to be expected. There's no shock bushings in the back, and all of the joints up here are worn out, which I knew. All the steering is gonna have to get replaced in the long run, but I just wanted it aligned for right now to make it road drivable, which it definitely is. All the steering is gonna get custom built, so I'm not gonna bother buying factory replacements or anything. It's running pretty smooth though. That idle drops right back down to where it needs to be. This is coming to a stop. It's sitting at 704, 730. So it's sitting right around 730 to 750 where it needs to be. It's got power to take off, even though it feels like it's lacking some, but it doesn't have any back pressure. Well, it's got a very small amount of back pressure. All those clunks is because, like I said, the shocks in the back don't even have bushings. Like, it's just a metal ring with a bolt going through it. But when you change steering direction, it does feel like there's a little bit of dead spot right in the middle. So it doesn't want to change direction like you would expect it to. But again, all those tie rod joints are worn. The ball joints are worn. So big improvement over what it was. It's got power to get up these hills easy. I think it downshifted right there. So yeah, it's driving nice and smooth. Alright boys, so it ended up being the O2 sensor that was giving us all that misfire trouble. But anytime you're getting a misfire like that, you're just gonna want to start with the big three. You check your fuel, your spark, engine compression, and if all three of those are checking out, then get the check engine light codes and work on it from there. Make sure you check your fuses and your wiring before you replace new parts. I didn't need a new EVAP purge, but I bought it before I checked the fuses, and it was just a fuse missing. So that's 20 bucks out the door. If you've enjoyed this video or it's helped you at all, drop a like, subscribe. There'll be more content like this in the future, custom work, repairs, But until then, I'll see you guys later.